On the banks of the Ohio River, it is Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. Off we go from Cincinnati. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run the sneak. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. Able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
From the 46, here's second and 2. On the ground, it's Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They motion a receiver right. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Play action now. It's Burrow. That left side is made by Higgins. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 6. Gesicki, the man in motion. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
24 yards.
They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard
Just a really
line.
good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it'll be second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on second down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up third and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Higgins sent in motion. That one's taken in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Cardinals nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Yeah, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. He'll air it out deep for Wilson.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down by Jordan Battle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, DiMercado. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Joseph Osai makes the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short yardage. It's Brissett. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
Now Brissett throwing on 1st and 10. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And he'll work forward 4 yards, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that ball. It's an Arizona first down.
First and 10 at the 19.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Brissett will set up the screen to DeMercado. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Brissett to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. Bengals offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They go play action for Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. Burrow now. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Andre Yosivas was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
22 yards.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
50-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
4 yards.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
At the 39-yard
The
line.
best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Brown. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Will Johnson up for the stop.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. Off the read, here's Burrow. A gain of 17 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Now, Burrow. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one. To the sideline, it is incomplete. He did not want to throw the interception there. And now it is 4th down.
And I think if you're willing to throw it there, it tells us everything we need to know about the decision coming up here on 4th down. He didn't have anything available, threw it away, and I think in this part of the field, you got to really think hard about going for it.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
The Cardinals offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Now DeMarcado. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
We're set to throw on 2nd down. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Would have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Again, working deep downfield. That's caught. And he'll be taken down, but what a connection. All the way up to the 45-yard line. A big play after being backed up. An even 40 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
A gain of 16
So the
yards.
athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. B.J. Hill in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Well, that help is going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
To throw is Brissett. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of
22 yards, the pickup there. It's an Arizona first down.
First and 10.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Keeping it in the air. Here's Brissett. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Number 89. It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 5.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? To the air again is Brissett. He'll try and he will get into the end zone. Jacoby Brissett, touchdown Cardinals. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
And that's just another element that defenses have to worry about when playing a team like this. You match up with all their skill guys in the route concept, but then there's nobody left to account for the quarterback, and he ends up making the play. Big time finish, big time play, and they end this drive with 6.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. Open left side is Gesicki. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Makes it third.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Cardinals offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run. It's DeMarcado. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They put Wilson in motion. Play action, and here's Brissett. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
On 3rd and long, here's Brissett, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
On 4th down, it's Matt Hawk to punt. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Catch left side is made by Higgins. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The tight end Fant in motion. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's caught. Gesicki on the right. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
9 yards.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Now Brown. And he's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this first half.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Here's Burrow. This one intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is brought in. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. On 1st and 10, here's Brissett. To the outside, he's got Harrison.
Brissett's pass.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
2nd and a yard. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's going nowhere. Loses yardage on that play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
This is 3rd and 6. Brissett gonna throw. Will set up the screen to DeMarcado. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. The Bengals offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Dino Stone with the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. brings up 3rd and inches.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have enough for the first down. They'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, Brissett. That's caught by Harrison right side. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg, here's Brissett. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun is Brissett. 40 out left. And Aaron Knight can even sniff the first down line there. They'll get 5 yards, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Here's Brown, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
The 24-yard line.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They bring Chase in motion. 2nd down, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
A carry here for Brown. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
18 more yards.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
41-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. If you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
First down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
Complete to number 5, T. Higgins. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. It is brought in the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Bengals 14.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Amari DiMercado to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cards offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with Brissett. You'll find Harrison working across the field. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. He'll look for and find DiMercado out of the backfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Barrett, harder that time. There to make the play.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. Here is Brissett. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's an Arizona first down.
That's good.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Finding space at the 15. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
19 more yards.
19 more on that one. And another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take.
He's got his big tight end. Brian McBride. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Coming across the field, there's Chase. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have a Bengals first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches. They go play action for Burrow. He'll work this out wide to Pila. and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
It's now 3rd and
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is caught, finding Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to throw, Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Now, this looks like a design run. He'll take off again.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that scrimmage.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he will score! Game on! Todd Brooks, touchdown Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. will start on the ground, down the sideline, past the 40. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. That's Harrison in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Following the penalty, he'll run it. And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 6 brings up second and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Incomplete. Covering outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
A 37-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Open left side is Gesicki. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
To throw is Burrow. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Cardinals offense ready to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. B.J. Hill in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Chris Jenkins Jr. getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be third and a mile.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On third and long, here's Brissett. And he couldn't get free along the sideline. He's out of bounds, no gain, and it sets up fourth down.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense is going to get set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Play action now. It's Burrow. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
23 yards.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Give him 14 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That is pulled in at the 5. And the Bengals are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do.
And he's in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Cardinals 27.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun is Brissett. He'll get this out wide to DeMarcado. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to DeMarcado. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
And that's a really heads-up play by the defender, Mike. Once he diagnosed the screen, he immediately puts himself in position to make the play. This offense just winds up going backwards.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
The Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Second down, 8 for the 1st down. They'll stick to the ground. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And the crowd a major factor now as we get to third down. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here's Joe Burrow and the Bengals now. Down by 2, 65 seconds remain. Their lead has evaporated, but they still have a shot. It's first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 37 yards. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. That's into the hands of Yosivas.
Complete to Yosivas. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This a potential game winner. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This one he's got to have. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Going out of the end zone with it, and Mari DiMercado. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Cardinals offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with first and 10. Here is Brissett. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. This one went all the way down to the wire. The late field goal with zeros on the clock seals the deal. As they come from behind, it may feel like they stole this one. They get the victory. on the game's final play. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.